Hey everyone, welcome to Break It Yourself. Today, we're taking a look at Polywood, which I believe to be the best outdoor furniture. Now let me qualify best outdoor furniture. What I mean by best is that it's going to hold up to the elements. So what Polywood promises with their 20-year residential warranty is that their Polywood products are not going to chip or flake or rot or get eaten by termites or get destroyed by the sun. That is an incredible claim. I purchased my Polywood Adirondack chairs 1 year ago. I didn't feel comfortable just buying them and then immediately doing a review. I figured I'd get at least 1 year out of them before I made the review. And then this is kind of what I've seen over the last year. So I've got some pros and I got a couple little cons, but mostly pros. First off, what is Polywood? Now, Polywood is high density polyethylene, which essentially is plastic. And for some of you out there, this might be a huge pro, is that it's 99% recycled plastic. So if you're one of those people that doesn't like straws, you'll love this. And for everybody else, it's pretty cool too. It comes in two different finishes. You're gonna have a vintage finish and a classic finish. The vintage looks more like wood, so it kind of has a grain in it. Mine's just the classic, it's smooth. It still has some texture to it a little bit, but mostly smooth with like a semi-gloss finish, and it looks very sharp. Polywood comes in tons of different colors and also different styles. So I'm telling you that I have Adirondack style chairs. I also have two little side tables. They make all kinds of different outdoor furniture, from full like sofa setups all the way to dining setups as well. And we just so happen to have gone with the Adirondack style chair, more of a modern looking Adirondack style chair. I will say this is not a sponsored video. I have zero affiliation with Polywood. I had just done some research, and after a few years of people saying, Richard, you need to just get Polywood chairs for your outdoor furniture. Stop getting the other stuff that you're buying at your big box store and it lasts for 1 year and then is destroyed because it's aluminum or steel and you didn't paint it, or it's teak and you didn't keep up with it, or something like that. Polywood is great for me because it requires essentially zero maintenance. And why I'm saying essentially is because if it gets dirty, you can clean it. Outside of that, you don't have to do anything to this stuff. I left it outside the entire year, literally never brought it inside one time, didn't cover it, let it sit out through the rain, let it sit out and bake in the sun in that Southeast Louisiana heat with the 90% humidity and 95 degrees outside. And it did absolutely awesome. Zero fading, at least I cannot tell at all in that year, which is incredibly impressive because I have a lot of other stuff that goes outside and pretty much all of it has faded after 1 year, and this stuff looks just as good as a year ago. I took the table, flipped it over, so you should have that side that's never seen the sun, compared it to the surface of the table that is always in the sun, and I cannot tell a difference at all. Maybe you'll be able to tell a difference on the screen here, but I couldn't tell at all. Now you might be wondering, can it also stand up to the winter? Because here in Southeast Louisiana, we have a winter, and they claim on their website, and what I've seen from reviews is absolutely yes, it can stand up to the winter as well. Just leave it outside, let it get covered in snow and ice, and it'll be just fine. I even left it outside during Hurricane Ida, albeit it was strapped down, and it did just fine. Another pro of this stuff is it's incredibly sturdy. Now, this could be like a pro/con because it is heavy. So the Adirondack chairs, depending on which style you get, are gonna be between 30 and 50 pounds. Mine are on the upper end of that, but they can be heavy. But to me, it's a beefy chair. I'm not really moving them around a ton, and it holds up really well. You sit in it, it feels solid. I was worried about that because it's plastic. Like, how rigid can this stuff be? And the individual pieces of the Polywood are more flimsy than wood. That is definitely certain. As you can see in this B-roll, it flexes a good bit. But surprisingly, the chair, when it's all built, they do such a good job of designing it and engineering it that when it's all assembled, that chair is very solid. And so I was impressed with that. Again, the weight might be a little bit of an issue for you. Assembly, very easy. Took about 10 minutes per chair if you're just using a little Allen wrench, but if you have a drill with the proper drill bit, you can tear through one of these chairs in like 3 to 5 minutes, pretty much no problem. And it's very self-explanatory to assemble. You don't need to be a pro to assemble it by any means. Another pro is that it comes in all kinds of different colors. So pretty much whatever you're looking for, they're gonna have a color for you. And again, if you're not interested in the Adirondack style chairs, then they've probably got a different style for you because they make all kinds of different stuff. So let's go over to the cons a little bit. So one would be, again, the weight. They can be a little bit heavier. Also the price. But I think this is definitely one of those things that you get what you pay for. So they're Adirondack style chairs. I'd say on average are about $250 US. I specifically purchased mine from Home Depot on a style that was discontinued. And so we paid $180 US per chair. So I saved about 70 bucks per chair, and we're not gonna be able to get any other chairs that will match it in the future, but that's okay. We bought all the chairs that we wanted, and we can still match the color to a different style of chair or table or something like that if we wanted it in the future. You are gonna see a little bit of flex on the armrests and different parts of the chair. Again, they are sturdy and solid, but just because it's a little bit more pliable than wood, you'll see a little bit of a dip in the armrest, and that's not over time. That actually was pretty much immediately from when I put it together. It was like that, and it has not gotten worse since I assembled them a year ago. I've got a year of use. They're incredibly comfortable. I think that just goes for all Adirondack chairs, and they hold up incredibly well. I'm so impressed of how these things have survived the last year. I can't wait to see how they do. I'm very confident in Polywood's 20-year warranty. I think that's amazing that they're willing to stand behind this stuff for 20 years. I hope this look at the Polywood was helpful for you if you're searching for outdoor furniture. Again, I can't say enough how big of a fan I am of them, but obviously I cannot decide for you. So if you've got recommendations of outdoor furniture that I should also try or that you think is great, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to try something else and just compare it and see how it does. But again, big fan of Polywood. Thank you so much for watching Break It Yourself. Don't forget to thumbs me up, and we will see you next time.